Hi, fifth grade. Happy Tuesday. We are starting a new chapter today, chapter 11, to declare independence or not. The essential question for this chapter is what were the arguments for and against colonial independence from Great Britain? So we will be answering that question throughout this chapter. And today, for the preview section, you will examine the role of government in their lives and identify, in your lives, and identify patriot and loyalist views about Great Britain's rule of the colonies. So let's start by thinking about government. The laws under which you live and the services you may take for granted are provided by your government. Can you think of ways in which the federal, state, and local governments impact your everyday life? So how does the federal government, so that would be like the whole country. So think about it as being the whole United States, the government, and then the state. So California, because we're in California. So the California and local government. So the city that you live in. So Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach. How do they impact your everyday life? As a class, we will be making a list of ways in which these governments impact our life. They can be anything from laws that we have, like wearing a seatbelt in the car, or no skateboarding at the school. I don't know if that's really a law, but I'm trying to think what they have, what other laws they may have locally. But right now, like LA County and our local governments have rules on eating inside restaurants and wearing masks. So think about that. And come up with a list of ways that these governments impact your everyday life. Once you have a list of maybe 3 to 5 ideas, go ahead and press play so we can continue with the video. All right, so looking at your list, which of the items on your list do you like the most? Or that you just like? Not the most, just which ones do you like? Are there any that you like? Which do you not like? Do you not like, I'm trying to think of one, not being able to vote until you're 18? Do you not like, I don't know, do you not like having to wear a mask when you leave your house? Or maybe you like that. I like that. Maybe you don't like that. What are some things on your list that you like and don't like? When you become an adult, do you know how you will be able to influence the laws and rules that your government makes? So you can think about how you can influence the laws. What are some things that you can do to help influence laws and rules that our governments make? So think about when you become an adult. So when you turn 18. All right. Some things you could have thought of is maybe voting. So when you turn 18, you can vote and help influence the laws that are being passed. That's definitely something that you could have come up with. So now let's look at this picture here. What do you see? It says comparing loyalists and patriots. This is a T chart and there are faces in each column. What do the two columns on the T-chart represent? They represent loyalists here on the left and patriots here on the right and in blue. Who do you think the loyalists are? Who do you think they are? The loyalists are people who support the British monarchy. So who do you think the patriots are? If the loyalists are people who support the British monarchy, who do you think the patriots are? The patriots are people who want the colonies to become independent from Great Britain. You will be using this T-chart to organize 6 colonist views on independence. You are going to start by reading the introduction in your student text in TCI. So if you go ahead and log into TCI and read the introduction section, it looks like this for chapter 11. So you can go ahead and pause the video now to read that and press play when you are ready to continue. All right, welcome back. Now that you've read the introduction of chapter 11, you are going to open up your, and I'm sorry I didn't say this at the beginning, but you will need it, your interactive student notebook. Go ahead and open that up to page 67, page 67. In the left column, you are going to write at least 2 arguments a patriot might make in favor of independence. So you'll need at least 2 in that column. On the right, you are going to write at least 2 arguments a loyalist might make in favor of remaining under British rule. So again, you're listing 2 arguments for the patriots in the left column and 2 arguments on the right for the loyalist. Go ahead and pause the video now so you can complete that and press play when you are ready to continue. All right, in class today, your teacher will be dividing the class into 2 teams, loyalists and patriots. They are going to share the ideas for their arguments in each group. So the loyalists will get together and share their arguments for their side, and the patriots will get together and share the arguments that they came up with on the patriot side. And then they will come back together as a class, and they should have shared their lists with the whole class. So if you want to go ahead and share that with your teacher, you can. But the groups just got together to share their ideas that they wrote on page 67. All right. Sorry, I thought these were going to go away. Based on the arguments that you wrote on page 67 for the patriots and the loyalist, which side do you think is most convincing? Which side do you think you would take, the loyalist side or the patriot side? Why might there have been real anger among the colonists over their different opinions about independence? So why do you think the colonists were so upset over the different opinions about independence? All right, sorry. That actually concludes the preview section for chapter 11. So we're going to end with that thought. You can go ahead and once you have completed page 67 in your interactive student notebook, you can go ahead and go to the assignment in Google Classroom and click Turn In. Thank you, 5th grade.